Welcome to Heartfelt with Julie Majarison, a space for honest stories, tender truths, and soul-deep conversations. I'm your host, Julie Majarison, and here we explore the questions that stir something real in us. Questions about joy, fear, healing, and the moments that shape who we are. Each episode is an invitation to slow down, go deeper, and hear the kind of stories that remind us we're not alone in this human experience. So wherever you are right now, thank you for being here. Let's begin. I'm really excited to have Lisa. Lisa is a naturopath of 23 years. She's guiding people to reclaim their health and well-being by learning how truly it's important to listen to your body, whether it's a whisper or a roar. Lisa specializes in metabolic balance, which helps uncover the missing pieces using your own pathology so you can really feel good in your skin again. My mission is to empower people to take back the driver's seat of their health, one personalized step at a time. Welcome, Lisa. I am so happy to have you here.
Lovely to be on with you, Julie, and an absolute pleasure to have been invited onto this new podcast that you're doing. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. I actually listened to Lisa on a boot camp that Mary Scott held, who I am a part of. And as soon as Lisa opened up her mouth, it was like, oh my goodness, she is speaking my language. And I really hope that she'll come back and share some more of her insights about metabolic health and well-being in episodes to come. And there was one thing that really stood out to me was when people were talking about water and Lisa like cringed when the thought of drinking out of plastic. And I went, wow, I am that girl. I will only drink out of glass. And it was so good to feel that, Lisa. So I'm not sure if you knew the impact you made on me that day, but it was a big one.
Look, Julie, I'm truly grateful that you gave me that feedback, because often when you're on a podcast or a boot camp, you don't have a lot of feedback as to what responses people had or how they felt, good, bad, or ugly, or triggering, or whatever, love, fear, uncomfortableness. So that's lovely. I'm glad that you already do drink out of glass, which is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was simply amazing, because I see plastic everywhere. And anyway, that is for another podcast to come. So I have got the questions here ready to see what they mean for you, Lisa. So are you ready?
Look, let's bring it on. As I said to you, I had a little glance, but I don't usually look too far. I'd rather be just in the moment as to how whatever comes out and whatever it unfolds.
Beautiful, beautiful, coming from the heart.
Mm.
Yeah. So what brings you joy?
What brings me joy? So many things bring me joy. Living here in Australia, I'm in Western Australia, brings me joy. I remember being teenager and young 20-year-old and not wanting to live here, thinking there were other places, better places, which, don't get me wrong, there's some amazing places that are spectacular. However, living here in Australia, Western Australia, for me, is absolute pure bliss. We have the most amazing forests inland or down south, and we have the most spectacular oceans. And it's really a very sleepy country town still, even though it's got very big in the last 5 years. It's still a sleepy country town, and that makes me very happy. So that's one of the things. There's so many things that bring joy to me. My work brings joy. It lights my fire. It is a passion. I wouldn't call it even work. I absolutely adore what I do because I'm making a difference in people's lives, and I'm here to serve. I know that for a fact. So that brings me absolute joy. Cooking brings me joy. Cooking from scratch. I That would be one of my meditations that I love to do, is to just
Oh.
the kitchen with some beautiful music on, whatever that might be, whatever I decide to have. Um, Yoga. I've just been to yoga this morning, some yin yoga. That brings me joy because it brings me back into a space of nothingness and
Mm.
expansion and going within and helping with, somatic resets, fascia resets, connecting with self, my family. Goodness me, traveling. Where would you like to? Life is joy for me. Life is
Well,
joy,
that's
regardless of
beautiful.
what happens. There's always, I've had a lot of things happen in my life that have not been joyful. However, coming out the other end, um, there's been some pure joy that's come from it.
Oh, thank you. That's great. Thank you for sharing all those different ones. Now, what fear do you have that you are aware is holding you back?
Mm. This is a really interesting one because I go, what is my fear? I would say that a fear that I have is that I will get something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So doing something and I'd get it wrong, and whether that be from when I was a child or whatever it was. The funny thing is, when I do get things wrong, it actually doesn't matter. Like, I will laugh about it, or it's entertaining or whatever, but it is a little bit of an innate, I think, or not knowing how to do something would be a little bit of a
Mm.
fear. I don't know how to do that. Um, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's really interesting. Have you ever had a life-changing moment?
So many, so many, so many to
Is,
recall.
is there one that really stands out?
Mm, there's there's a lot. One that I will talk about is, there was an opportunity for, I was living in a remote mining town. West Australia is very well known for mining. A remote mining town with my family, and there was a decision to be made as to where the myself and my children were going to live, because my ex-partner had got a job overseas and we couldn't go to that location
Mm.
because it wasn't potentially a safe location and it wasn't an opportunity to do residential. And we had a house here in Perth, but it was rented out. So we couldn't come back here, which was fine by me. And I decided that a really good place while the kids were still young would be to go and live in another country. So we
Wow.
went to go and live in Bali for a period of time. And that was a very brave thing to do, because the crazy thing is, my ex-husband hadn't actually got the actual contract yet. He was in the process of the interviews, so it wasn't a done deal. And I'd already signed the kids into the schools, because you had to, because they were so sought after and limited supply of actually accessing. So I'd already organised everything to get going as if it was already going to be happening. And I actually
Mm.
remember saying to him, you know what? If you don't get this job, not as a threat, but just saying laughingly, if you don't get this job, you you're going to be coming from the remote location to Bali to see us, because we're going over there and we're going to be there for at least a year. And it all worked out beautifully. It was just pure faith. And that was a really big game changer for me and my children, and even my ex-husband, which we had an absolute ball there. It was amazing. An eye
Wow.
opener, but it was amazing.
Wow. Yeah. Is all that how? But you sort of manifested it, didn't you? You could see it all happening and you put it all into place.
Yeah, it just felt like it was right as we talked off recording. It was just
Mm,
I had a feeling that it was the right thing to do, and I just trusted. I really
mm,
felt that he was going to get this job, which was quite random because it was very abstract, very,
mm.
very abstract. Not
Uh,
many people have gone where he went, um, but it worked out beautifully.
Ah, excellent. Has there been a moment that you wish you could freeze in time?
Oh, yeah, my goodness. There's so many moments I would love to freeze in time. A random thing is, I was very blessed to be able to have very easy pregnancies and very easy births. And to freeze that in time, that experience of birthing, it was just absolute pure bliss. And I know that's not everyone's case. I know I'm
Mm,
very blessed. That was the most amazing experience. One of the
wow.
most amazing experiences twice I've had. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's so amazing. Yeah. Do you have a trigger that you would like to share about?
Trigger. What would it be? Just trying to think. Hmm. It really depends because sometimes I'm actually fine depending on where I'm at.
Mm,
And if my cup's full and if I'm in a really calm space and I've looked after my self care, if I am rushed and, potentially not centered, I would say a trigger would be, I'd say anything to do with technology would give me a bit of a
mm.
trigger. Drives me a little
Mm.
bit, I always say it's my third language. Yeah. So it does frustrate me sometimes, and then I have to laugh. My kids make me laugh about it as well. So
I might be able to relate. I might be able to relate just a little,
yeah,
but yeah, that's great. If a
yeah.
genie jumped out of a bottle and granted you one wish, what would that be?
Mm. I would really love, depending on what everyone believes in that, just to get through the next how many years to the other side, and we're all unscathed, we're all evolved, and we're living in a earth that is just pure harmony, pure love, pure peace,
Mm.
and we'd done the jump without all the uncomfortableness of it
Mm.
all. Yeah,
Mm.
that would be brilliant.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
Mm,
Yeah, I look forward to that. I look
mm,
forward to that wish coming true for you.
yeah, thank you.
What is something you've never said out aloud, but you wish someone would ask you about?
Mm, I really don't know that one, to be honest. I'm just thinking, like, what they asked about. Not too sure on that one.
It's okay. It's
Yeah,
just that's all good.
yeah.
Okay. If you could send one message back to your younger self, not advice, just a message, what would that be?
Mm. Mine would be very much about discernment. Yeah,
Mm,
discerning, understanding what discernment is, embodying discernment, seeing people for who they are here on this earth,
mm,
and that's okay.
mm,
However, not just seeing their souls and their potential and who their essence is. So
mm,
seeing them who they are here on this earth, and that's okay, but they're not maybe having a bit more discernment.
mm.
Mm,
Yeah, beautiful. When was the last time you felt truly seen?
Mm,
And what was about that moment that has stayed with you?
yeah. Um, there's so many times I feel like I'm truly seen. Um, I would say last night went out with some two gorgeous friends and just so beautifully connected, having a wonderful laugh and really listening to each other and hearing each other. And the connection was just, yeah, delightful.
Oh, that's lovely. So just last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, I'm really interested in this answer because you are in your journey of healing and healing on so many different aspects. I would like to know, what does healing mean to you right now?
What does healing mean to be right now? It means very much about self care, self awareness, listening to my body and
Mm,
trusting my, as I call it, my gut, and being honorable to myself.
mm, yeah, wow. How long have you been on this health journey? Like, can you remember a pivoted time that really made you go, no more and my body comes first?
Yeah, look, I think there's quite a few. If I talk to my sisters, they often say, because I've got three older sisters, they always say that there was, something. It's not, they're not surprised that I'm a naturopath, let's just say. Um, I would say it was when I was working in hospitality as a manager or assistant manager in a five-star hotel, long hours, very, very long hours, very extreme life, great life, loved it. It was so much fun, but it was burning the candle at both ends and not realizing that my body actually can't do that. And basically, I would say a bit of a burnout, and having to really restore and get to understand how my body acts and responds and honor that and not think that it needs to be going at the pace that someone else is or however it looks. So there's been a few of them. There's definitely been a
Mm,
few, but
mm.
I would say that'd be one of the big ones.
Yeah, what great awareness,
Mm,
to have that and to fulfill it and follow it, that's so great, I feel. And now you
mm,
can now send off your ripple effect around the world
yeah,
to so many people. So
yeah,
yeah, I feel very fortunate to have met you, and I look forward to hearing more. And I follow you on social media, so and the links are below to Lisa's Facebook page and also her website if you are interested in finding out more about metabolic balance. And yeah, it's really works well for my body.
yeah. And
Yeah.
look, I do offer a 20-minute free chat just because I always want to make sure it's the right thing for someone. My integrity and my is very important to me. And if it's not the right time or if I'm not the right person practitioner, I will always let someone know because I want to make sure that someone succeeds. That's the most important thing in what I do is that there's alignment and um, explain a bit further before anyone dives into anything and
Yeah.
without uncertainty. So I like them to be certain and feel secure and want to know why now.
Yeah. And trust in their body, what's coming up when they're talking with you for that 20 minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, and thank you for sharing this moment with us. And I hope something in this conversation with my audience will stay with them and it might open something up in them. And I really feel that they're going to have the opportunity to maybe feel seen, So thank you, Lisa, once again. I really appreciate it. The links will be below. And if this episode moved you, feel free to share it with someone who might need to hear it. And if you like to continue the journey with us, be sure to subscribe and stay connected. Until next time, Lisa, and to the audience, take care of your heart and remember your story matters. Thank you.